demons in my mind. Every time I sleep at night, I got demons in my mind. Every time I count that money, every time I count that money. I don't ride a hella clean, not a crease in the forces. I came up from the trench, I had to give me a fortress. I've been going through a lot, I hope you rock out with me. I ain't never had a lot, I brought my block out with me.
Point of order.
What's your point of order?
Didn't you tell me to stay on the one property? Is you slipping? Right. He on a different property.
Okay,
Mr. Mays, you talked all that time. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not.
Right.
Go ahead.
You should be ashamed of yourself for discriminating.
5306. North Street for $1,000.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with discussing the point, but your people you running with, you haven't did it, but Miss Fields said I'm the most racist person she ever met in her life. I ain't never hung nobody, shot them with water hose. I ain't never really, some people say, can you really be racist if you ain't got the power? I know Flint is majority black now. When I go in my ward, unlike the conversations with your mother, the black folks in my ward say, what's wrong with Miss Fields and Miss Worthing there? Yeah. And so it switches back and forth depending on who you talk to, and it's never going to end.
Well, generally speaking, the policy is designed to set up for that.
Can you please be quiet?
The owner or the occupant in that house.
I can't hear what you talking now.
Was about to be lost to the land bank.
Mr.
So
You feel threatened.
Can you, Mr. Mays?
Hey,
please.
look, point of order.
What's your
Point of order? If she hollers out she feels threatened to be slick, she did say that.
She said, I don't want to be addressed.
Okay, so this means
So,
what
Mr.
should
Mays,
happen, I got the right to call any members of the audience to order. So yes, I do. I'll read the rule.
Please do.
Okay,
But in
point
the
of order.
meantime, what is your point of order?
You rule and I don't?
Mr. Mays, you don't.
Okay, I appeal the ruling
There's
of
an
the
appeal
chair.
of the decision of the chair on the floor. Is there a second? There's an appeal of the decision. There's an appeal of. So show me where that is, Mr. Mays.
It's in there. You ruled and said it wasn't you the chair. I guarantee you, any member of the council can call a member of the public to order.
Does he have the
We
floor?
gonna show you. Yeah, we in an appeal. And she don't know. You out of order. This is her second warning.
There's an appeal on the floor.
And you should get her out after Miss Galloway. Point of order. Why is she?
He does not
Get
have
her
You need
out.
to stop talking.
You missing?
You
She
need to
talking to
stop
me.
talking, and please.
Warn her and get her out.
Mr. Mays.
Thank you very much. I'll tell you where it says that any member of the council can call a member of the public to order. They don't get the right to howl out like Worthing do. I guarantee you, you know it's in here. That's why you second appeal. She the chair and don't know the rule. I'm gonna guarantee you, 100%. Miss Fields, go ahead. Who was directing that? Miss Fields, you directed Miss Donahue was sending out a memo.
It was at the request of,
Well, that's okay. We ain't gonna fall out over nothing today. We gonna get some work done,
Am I
but
gonna be
I'm
able
just
to talk
listening.
without
You are
interrupting
gonna be
me?
able to talk, but I'm gonna still clarify what's been communicated. You don't have to worry about me. I'm gonna treat you right, but don't keep picking, because I'll treat you wrong. Go ahead.
And then as far as me being muted yesterday, I was illegally muted. My First Amendment rights was taken away because Tanya Burns didn't like what I was saying. I was not attacking anyone. I was speaking facts. I never said that she owed $60,000. I said combined between her and Councilman Mays, he owed $34,000 in one spot for the legal fees. He owed $4,000 and something for his property taxes, $3,400 water bill. Tanya Burns, $19,000 property tax, $3,000 water bill. And if you add that up, that's close to $60,000. So that's what I was saying.
Point of information. Point of information. You missing some of mine. Do you want me to help you get all of my bills?
I want you to pay your bills. That's what you need to do is pay your bills, okay? And I don't need your sarcasm, okay? But anyway, as I was saying, you know, it don't make sense for the citizens of Flint to keep suffering and to mute me because you don't like what I'm saying and then want to be argumentative. If you check the record, you hear me saying, I don't want to argue with you. then she had Janelle to mute me. You know, that's uncalled for. And I'm not going to just let that go like that. There's consequences for your actions. And like I said, I'm not going to just overlook that. If you can't serve with that counsel and learn how to be objective and hold your peace and not argue with the public, you don't need to be sitting on that council, because things are going to be said that you do not like, but that don't give you the right to mute somebody. Thank you.
The next caller has been unmuted if they'd like to speak to counsel.
Good evening, counsel. This is Bishop Flowers. I really, truly pray for this honorable body, this council, and also staff. And again, please, if we don't have any solutions to the issues at hand to enhance the city, to bring solutions to the table, to make a better Flint, I mean, what Councilwoman Tanya Burns, what she owed in her house, or bills, and President Mays, this is ridiculous. Some of us just need to go crawl under a rock and hide. And we want to put God in it and say, God intervene and allow us to be unmuted. No, God, I don't believe he intervened. I think it was just technical error on the staff. They probably didn't mute you in the first place. I mean, it's just every time we have a meeting, the same foolishness, just verbosity. It's time out for that and bring solutions to the table. Bring prayer. Pray for these council people. Yeah, you got a right to say whatever you want to say. You can talk from here to the moon and back. You have a right. But the Bible says just because you have a right, is it right? Give it a break. Do you have somebody at home to enjoy the holidays with? Jesus Christ. Good night, and counsel, I'm praying for you. Y'all have a great meeting. Good night. Thank you, Janelle.
I agree. Flint's been through too much. I generally won't speak to the speaker, but I do want to say this. It is not criminal to owe bills. It is not. When you've had a hardship, what it is criminal to do is when you are blasphemy to use God's name and ask for better when we're not doing better. And Flint deserves better. I went through a hardship, and I share what I went through, and I've helped more people save their homes. I'm not going to apologize for being alive and being able to be with my family, but paying, and I have a payment arrangement. So if this is what people choose to do, is I work in my ward and with my colleagues to better the city, knock yourself out, because I will continue to pray for my enemies, and pray for my city as I pray for my president.
Is there anyone else that would like to address this council? Is there anyone else that would like to address this council? If you say your name for the record, please, loud enough for the...
My name is Liberty Bell. I stay at property 1815 West Hoskins in Flint. And I just want to know why y'all don't want to get those houses back to those individuals. Like, I'm a first-time homeowner. My parents, obviously, the water bill was attached to that home. Ms. Galloway, I walked with you. I don't know if you remember. I was the only person that walked with you during the election. During your campaign, it was me, you, Miss Barbie Biggs, and I walked around doing bottle collection and asking people, would you vote for Monica Galloway? And I sat in these meetings and I said, well, why she don't want to get those properties back to those people? Because I'm one of those individuals that helped her when nobody else was out there walking with you. We walked up and down your ward. You remember that? When we went from house to house and during those elections, me and you, we walked ward to ward. Me and you, Barbie Biggs, we met you at Stewart Elementary. And nobody else got out to walk with you during that time, during your election. And it's like, man, like, she one of the people that's on the, like, I walked with her in her ward, helping her, going door to door with her, asking people would they vote for Monica Galloway, and she don't even want to help me get my house back. Like, damn, like, straight up, like, that's fucked up. Like, and I look at you as an African American woman, like, and she's sitting on the board, then she can do some great things for Flint. And then when I see you sitting in these meetings and bicker with somebody that's trying to help us make sure we keep those houses in the city, it's like really straight up? Like, dang, like, you tell me, you share personal information with me about, you know, your life, like you come from Cali and all these great stories about you, and like I'm in the process about to lose my house, and you go every time it come up, you like no. And I was like, dang, like, damn, like that's what our council doing.
I'll address you as soon as we're done. Your time is up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to address this council?
Madam Chair, I'll address her too if you allowing us to say that. If you can say it, we'll say it. I'll address her too.
I already mentioned
but what you
that
said,
we
so you
would.
didn't
Thank
have to
you,
say
Mr.
nothing. Now, yet
Mr.
we'll go
Mays,
to the
really?
next one.
Thank you, sir.
It was personal, wasn't
Please.
it? You broke the rule. Warn yourself.
Goodness. Go ahead, sir.
My
Please
name
say
is-
it. Okay.
my name
So I want to say to you, I am sorry that you have felt a certain way about me and my decisions where these properties. I think that you haven't followed closely. It's not that I don't support what's going on. I'm policy and procedurally driven. And the reason why I do that is because it takes away feelings and emotions. Right now, for you, you see that I may be withholding from somebody, but this council voted on a policy that had like 8 different things, A through H. And it said the policy looks like this. But what has happened is there are certain members of this body that are usurping that.
You are 100% right. I didn't know you had campaigned for her. And she is one of the council people saying we shouldn't give it back for $1,000. I done told them the land bank had took it wrongfully and we gon' give it back. We'll see who gives 5 votes.
And they're making promises to individuals as if they are the council. And so what happens is once they promised you something, they bring it back, and now your emotions and how you are attached to the home, I'm asking you to just hear me out. And now what has happened is now this council is forced to honor something that one council person brings to the table.
As far as the properties, there's not one council person that doesn't want to do right by our residents. There is a proper procedure that we should follow, and we cannot pick and choose who gets to keep their house and who doesn't. It doesn't look good. It's not good government policy to say, I'm going to save you from losing your home, but while this other person suffers. There has to be procedures. It has to be fair, and that is what many of us have been saying.
Not fair. All I said is we need to make sure that we are consistent in following the policy that we did, and as long as we do, I want you to have your house. But there have been prices put on houses that have been taken back from the treasury, and now one house is $1, one house is $1, one house is $500, one house is $1,000, but there has been nothing policy driven that has allowed us to tell this community why we came up with those figures.
Now, real quick.
Councilman Mays.
If you show me a house that we offering for $1, I eat all these agendas.
Who said $1?
You
Mr. Mays?
just
I
said
didn't.
$1.
I said 100.
No, you just said $1.
I didn't.
Didn't she just say $1? Yeah, you don't argue all the time.
I thought I said
You argue all the time.
Councilman Mays, really?
Really? Yeah, really.
So we are on our agenda portion of resolutions.
Next speaker, please.
The next speaker is Mr. Arthur Woodson. Mr. Woodson.
Mr. Woodson, you've got the floor.
Mr. Mays, I came up here before. You know I don't mind saying how it is. My favorite verse in the Bible, humble yourself, humble yourself, pray, seek, and turn from your wicked ways. I would have came in here and humbled myself because I watched what went down Monday. You know I don't like politically Eva Worthy, but she was correct. I would want to see financial statements if I'm going to give somebody $600,000. Mr. Murphy was correct because you went after her and he's trying to protect her. Ms. Burns was correct to get up and walk out. You attacked Ms. Brown and the lawyer. I told you before, when you were moved to president, it was an elevated seat. You have to elevate yourself also with that seat. I would have came in and been like, hey, you know what? Hey, I apologize to everyone because we made the city look ridiculous. This looked like a clown show. It looked like a reality show. And everybody know how ridiculous this looked. And I'm speaking to you politically, not personally. And Ms. Lewis, I done went after her. And I just want you to know, if I see right or wrong, I'm gonna speak on it. You might not like what I have to say because I gave y'all Jackass of the Week
Point of,
last Friday.
do we have to do that? You know, do we have to say that? You got the right to cuss, but do you have to when you're trying to get disciplined? Go ahead, proceed.
We speak about the Bible, Jackass is in the Bible.
Proceed.
And like I said, you know, don't get upset with me, y'all, when I speak about you, because this is what we see on this side of the podium. And when I say something to you, it's politically, it's not personal. Please don't take it personal. That's all I ask. When we, on this side of the podium, speak about what we see and how we see the city moving forward, don't take it personal. It's political. We are talking about your decisions and how you are acting on the council seat. And me personally, if I was the president, I would have came in here begging for you all forgiveness, because as a president, I have to elevate myself to a whole nother level. I can't act like I used to act in the first ward seat. I'm the president. It's up to me to conduct myself because attitude reflects leadership. Thank you.
The next speaker, please. If you vote yes, the chair gonna try to keep order. If you vote no on this one, that means folks in the audience can't be addressed, whether they laughing, talking, anything.
Point of order, you are misstating.
Well, then consider it as you appealing my misstatement, because it ain't gonna change. Now, enough is enough. All in favor of the ruling of the chair, raise your hand. All opposed to ruling of the chair, raise your hand. Then all abstain. Okay, so it passes 5 to the ruling of the chair fails. Mr. Woodson, laugh, talk, do what you like. Where are we at on the agenda? I'm gonna do it because you allowing them behavior things, Ms. Galloway. We finding a divide on our beliefs, and so we can go that route. Ms. Worthing is a son. You are excused. Just a waste of an hour and a half wrestling politically with some folks. And Ms. Galloway, now you wrong. You told me with your rules, when you chair, I'm gonna show you what I mean. You done jump ship this early in the game. I'm telling you the truth. He abstained. You voted every time with this. No, I'm telling you the truth. You making this thing run crazy. I don't need them. They trying to remove me and you vote with them. Stick with the votes. That's how we judge ourselves on votes. They went all around the neighborhood. She left and came back, didn't know what the hell. Okay, then who are you to judge me? Who are you to judge me? You roll with
And so you can't do that, Art. If you're gonna be right, be right.
And I hope that Kevin's making through with the marijuana situation. It is pretty good.
For the attorney and the
There you go.
lawyer.
Okay.
And we have all the same business to address.
Okay, why didn't you support my motion?
Well, we did. When you call me, I'm going to show you too. Who are you to call me a lover?
There's one in the audience.
I'm about ready to lose my mind. Up in here.
Is everything out of here? Paul, come get this. You'll take them out. Nobody got time to fool around. Hell, he ain't the only one can move a camera.
Ma'am, we're having an executive session. That's okay. Is everything, you got to get your device and stuff out of here.
If he ain't around and we fan him and is holding it up, move. Shit.
You know what, Miss Fields? Now, either you don't do things orderly or not. I'm getting all of it.
He ain't the only one can move a camera.
Y'all better listen to me. I will wrap up.
Thank you, Mr. Mays.
Ms. Fields, I will wrap up. You want me to shut up, but I will wrap up. And I'm telling you, as long as I'm elected, and Chief, I might want you to put a tap on my phone, because when I start talking about this, I start getting anonymous calls. If the mayor and the deputy chief is threatening and assaulting people for politics, and then condoned by council president.
Please wrap up. You're going way beyond wrapping up.
It ain't gonna end. It can end now, but I'm elected. And I'm elected on character, truth, and honesty. You can run, Mr. Neely, but y'all can't hide lawlessness at the highest levels.
Thank you, Mr. Mays.
Mr. Vice President. Yes. I've heard the word Greg's enough tonight. Have a good night. Bye. Wow.